kids, welcome back. In the last video, we learned what Scratch programming is. We also understood what a sprite is and how we can add multiple sprites to our project and multiple backgrounds too to make our project look more interesting. Finally, we wrote a small program where once we click the green flag button, our sprite moved 50 steps forward and a message saying welcome to the Scratch class for 2 seconds was displayed on the screen. So congratulations friends, that was exactly your very first Scratch program. In today's lesson, we're going to build on what we've already learned. We'll understand what code is and how a computer executes it. We'll also take a closer look at the different coding blocks available in Scratch and understand why they have different colors. Finally, we'll learn how to save our Scratch project so that we can continue working on it later. So let's get started. First of all, what is a code? A code is basically a set of instructions that we give to a computer. Just like we follow instructions while performing a task, computers also follow the instructions that we give them. Once the computer receives these instructions, it executes them one by one in exactly the same order. Let's look at a Scratch project. In this project, we have given the computer 3 instructions, as you can see on the screen. The first instruction is to wait until we click the green flag button. The second instruction is to move the sprite 50 steps. The third instruction is to display the message welcome to the Scratch class for 2 seconds. These are the instructions we have given to the computer. Once the green flag is clicked, the computer starts reading the instructions from top to bottom and then executes them one by one. This is exactly how every computer program works. Now let's move on to another important concept. Have you noticed that all the coding blocks in Scratch have different colors? If we look at the different categories, we can see that each category has its own color. For example, the motion category has blue color, the looks category is purple, and the events category is orange. These different colors make it much easier to identify the type of coding block we are using. As we create bigger and more interesting Scratch projects in the future, these colors will help us quickly find the blocks we need without getting confused within these blocks. Now let's understand something very important about these coding blocks. Not every coding block can be connected to every other coding block. To give you an example, let's look at the when the sprite click block. We go to the events block and drag when the sprite click block. Now if we try to attach another block above it, now let's say we are trying to attach under the motion block move 10 steps above it. So see, it is not attaching, right? We'll notice that Scratch does not allow us to do that. Now let's take that move 10 steps block, and if we try to drag this block above the when the sprite click block, we can see it cannot be attached. The reason is that some blocks in Scratch are designed to appear only once in the beginning of a program. These blocks are used to start the program. Other blocks, however, can be connected below them and even be used multiple times in the same project. Now, if we drag the move 10 steps block below the when the sprite click block, we'll notice a gray highlighted area. Can you see? This gray area tells us that the block can be attached at this position. We'll also notice a small highlighted area at the bottom of the move 10 steps block. This tells us that more blocks can be connected below it now, allowing us to continue building our program. Now, as we move ahead in this course, we'll learn much more about these coding blocks and how they work together to create amazing Scratch projects. Now, let's learn how to save our project. Saving a project is very important because it ensures that all our hard work, my dear friends, that we are doing to create our project is stored safely, and we can continue working on it anytime we want. Now to save a project, the first thing we need to do is sign into our Scratch account that you all must have done. Once you see a username on the top right corner here, click on the project name and give your project a meaningful name. So let's give our project, can you see? We'll give it a name Demo Project 2. After entering the project name, simply click the Save Now button. Once your project has been saved, you can open it anytime by clicking on the My Stuff folder here. Inside the My Stuff library, you'll find all the projects that you have created. Whenever you want to continue working on your project, that is the demo project 2 that we created, simply we click inside the See Inside button and all our coding progress will be available exactly as we left it. So, my dear friends, I hope you learned all these things regarding saving the project for working on the project anytime that you want to do. So that's all for this lesson. And I hope you now have a better understanding of what code is that we learned today, how a computer executes instructions line by line, why Scratch blocks have different colors, and how to save your Scratch projects and how to find them when you want to work on them the next time. In the next video, we learn more about Scratch programming and its projects, which are very important concepts because they help us understand how sprites move and all the other advanced concepts we learn. So see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching and happy coding.